Hi everybody, Alex Deploy here from Expert Forex, and in this video we're going to be looking at my profit retriever portfolio after 1 month, and I can tell you now that it's made a 41.3% return over that month. Now what happened in April is I did this video where I said this is the only robot I would ever trade if I had a choice of only trading one robot for the rest of my life. I would trade this robot. And then in this particular video, I gave 16 settings. The settings were actually given in this video. Anybody could have used them. So what I did is I actually used them because I knew that most of the 5,000 people that watch this video will never even think of using this present that I've given them. So I went and traded that portfolio as I gave it to the people. And this is the process. So this is where the settings came from. I fed it into the demo account portfolio. This is what we teach on our 0 to hero robot trading course. And what happens is you trade them, and some go into the rubbish bin, some go into the hospital, and at the end you are sitting with a winning portfolio. And then you are in a position to feed only the best results into your live account, and I'm basically at that point right now. So let's have a look at this portfolio of 16 accounts that I opened. There they are, some same direction, others reversed, and there they are. And there are the 16 accounts, and you can see the balances that have been built up, and then you can see the equity. Now equity is actually the most important balance because that is the money that you can withdraw straight away if you wanted to close the account. That's the most important one because it takes open and close trades into account, and you can see the equity has gone up quite nicely. There is a floating loss of 35,000, but we'll look at the overall situation pretty soon. And what I like about this facility in FX Blue, it tells you how up to date your trading is. So I can see that everything's trading pretty well. There's no problems and everything's nicely up to date. So let's go and have a look at the actual statement. Okay, so here's the statement. It says I've got a closed profit of $86,000, almost $700. I have a floating loss of 31,700 as we seen earlier, which means that overall the profit is roughly $55,000, and that equates to 41% return on money. Now every single setting was traded on a $10,000 account, so I was risking 160,000, and that 160,000 has grown to 214 or $215,000, and that's where that gain comes from. You can see the win ratio was almost 68%. The trades took almost 14 hours to close on average, and the history is 31 days, so exactly a month that the trading has taken place. So that gives you an overview of the trading so far. But now what's nice about FX Blue, you can now start looking at other areas. So if I want to have a look at, and which we've already looked at, but here's one of the ways you can do it. Here I have the accounts again, and you can see which accounts are the most profitable. There you can sort them, and which ones are the least profitable. So there's 4 that are not that profitable, and there are some ones that are really nice and profitable. And you can see how much free margin is still available, and so on. So a nice overview of your trading broken down by the account that was traded. What I like doing is I go into the stats, and the stats gives you the most amazing information. And let's just go and look at the charts. So there is the chart for my portfolio, and that is the cumulative profit banked per day. So every day this chart is updated, and that's the cumulative profit. But remember, that is the balance. So what we're actually looking for is a banked and floating. So we want to see what the open trades are and what was banked. So let's change this, and there you can see now there is the balance, and there are the open trades, and you can see it's pretty rough. Sometimes the drawdown is quite high. That is what you call the drawdown. So the drawdown was quite high. The difference between open and close gives you an idea of what the drawdown is. And as you can see at the moment, there's a difference of about $25,000 there. Okay, so those are the charts. Then you can look at the open and close situation. You can see there's the closed one is 86, the opens is 31, and that's where the 55,000 comes from as a net profit figure. So then you can do it by symbol, and you can see which symbols are the most profitable. Like the pound is always amongst the most profitable, the pound and the pound yen, and then the Aussie New Zealand and the pound New Zealand are least profitable. And interesting, those are high volatility currencies, so that gives me a clue of what kind of symbols I need to trade in the future. Then direction, buy, you can see how profitable the buy transactions were and the sell transactions. You can see which month was the most profitable. So May was by far more profitable than April. Only a small portion of April was traded. Which weeks were the most profitable? You can see there are all the weeks, and they're pretty similar, all the weeks. We've had 25,000 week there, and the least profitable was 10,000. Then you can do it even by day, so you can have a look at the day's trading, and as you can see, every single day has been profitable. This is what's so fantastic about the Profit Retriever. Every single day has been profitable. You can even do it by hour to see which hours are the most profitable, and let's have a look. I've sorted that. So it says 2 o'clock, 3 o'clock are the most profitable hours, and those in fact are the hours when the US market opens. So it's giving me some really good information. The second best hours is 8 o'clock to 9 o'clock, and that's exactly when the European market opens. It's the UK and Frankfurt hours. So it is saying to us that the opening of the major markets are the ones that should be traded. So you can also see the day of the week. So let's have a look at that. That's quite interesting. So Tuesday, in fact, is the most profitable day of the week, and a Monday is the least profitable. The Sunday is only most probably a few minutes of trading, so that doesn't count really much. But Tuesday is the best and Monday is the worst. Then by strategy, now I've got a magic number for each particular strategy, and again, you can have a look at the profitability of each strategy and look at which ones are not working. This one's pretty bad, but those ones are doing pretty well. And then these are the users. Again, those are the accounts, and you've seen that before. You can see some of the accounts are highly profitable. Now that's a return of 150%, and then there's one that is a negative. So you'll see that it's very nice to see which accounts are the ones on which strategies are doing well. So there's a lot of analysis provided by FX Blue. So what I need to do now is I'm going to be taking those ones that have a low equity, that's 7,000, that's 7,400, the 6,100 and the 9. I might put those into the hospital. So I won't change this. I'll just open new accounts and put them into the hospital. And then I'll go and investigate the actual charts of those ones that have drawdowns, and I'll see why they are doing badly. Now, I have done that with a couple of these accounts, and it is actually very easy. When you're trading with the trend, in other words, the same direction, then you need to have moving averages that are large. It's because you want them only to trade with the trend. When you're trading reverse, the opposite, you want very fast moving averages so that catches all the short-term trends. So already I've learned so much by just looking at the charts and seeing what is doing well and what is not doing well and why they are doing well. So this allows me to make changes to the settings by not re-optimizing, because that's one of the things we teach on the course. You don't have to re-optimize. You just have to look at the chart and say, hey, what's going on here? Why am I making losses? And the moving average settings is one of the ones that really causes problems if you get them wrong. So there are two actions that I really hope that you do, and that is that you start considering trading portfolios. When you start trading portfolios, it is amazing because you have winners and you have losers, and suddenly you don't feel so out of control when you're trading, because you can suddenly identify why the winners are winners and the losers are losers by just looking at the charts. They actually tell you why these strategies are winning or losing. So what I would say, first thing you do, go and open 16 accounts and trade them in a portfolio and enjoy the results. Another setting that you need to change if you're taking raw optimized settings is reduce your lot sizing by at least 50%. So in other words, if the lot sizing for your optimized setting says 1, then make it 0.5. So half the lot sizing. That will allow you not to blow accounts too quickly, or it will help you control your portfolio quite well. The other thing I want to encourage is, once you've optimized something, never optimize it again. Have a look at the charts, and the charts, you won't believe it, will tell you, hey, look at these losses that I've made. It's because my moving average was pointing in the wrong direction, or this was my stops were too small, and my targets were too big, or something like that. You will see it. They jump out at you. They come and grab you. All those errors grab you when you're looking at the charts. So run your portfolio for a week or two, then look at it, look at the ones that are failing, look at the ones that are succeeding, and you will be amazed at the amount of information you get and how easy it is to change your settings. Never optimize again, because you'll have enough information to trade profitably. Now, I hope you've enjoyed this video and learned quite a bit. The fun of trading portfolios cannot be underestimated. Traders that have traded portfolios, suddenly the whole world opens to them. They can see what's going on. They suddenly lose the fear of losing. That's the biggest thing that happens. They have a sense of control. They know that a big portion is going to be winners, a big portion is going to be losers, but they know that they can change the losers. And if you've done this for 2 months, you will be a competent trader. And that is all we're trying to do when students do the 0 to Hero trading course. We want to wean them off optimization and onto reading charts that will tell you what you're doing wrong. So from me, Alex Deploy, cheerio.